Form, structure, and sense. 4 choices, tiny word changes, and the anchor that decides it is never next to the blank. No method yet. Watch me take this first one cold. Before touching the sentence, glance at the choices. Was, were, are, have been. The only thing moving is the verb, so the sentence has to tell us how many things are doing the restoring. Read from the top. Each of the vintage streetcars. Your ear grabs streetcars, but streetcars sits inside a prepositional phrase of the vintage streetcars in the Transit Museum's collection. A phrase like that never contains the subject. Cross the whole phrase out, and the real subject is standing alone at the front, each one word, and it is singular. Now the choices fall fast. A, were is plural, it agrees with the decoy, not the subject. Cross it out. C, are is plural too, the same mistake in the present tense, that one's gone. D, have been, needs a plural subject as well, strike it. B, was is the only singular verb on the board, and each was restored by hand reads clean. B is the answer. B wins because the subject was never streetcars. It was each, one car at a time, and each is always singular. That phrase in the middle exists only to fool your ear. The printable practice set for this exact type is free and pinned below. Subscribe so the next drop lands in your feed. Here is the system I just used. Check 1. Name the change. Read the choices before the passage. Is it verb number, tense, a pronoun, or an apostrophe that moves? Check 2. Match it to its anchor. Every change answers to one boss word, a subject, an antecedent, a time clue, and it is rarely the word beside the blank. Check 3. Plug it in and read the whole sentence. The right form sounds plain. Anything left broken jumps out. Question 2. Check 1. Name the change. Every choice is a pronoun trying to own the next words. The difference is number and one sneaky apostrophe. Check 2. Match it to its anchor. What owns the original Fresnel lens? Read past the interruption, which for decades guided fishing boats past the shifting sandbars. That clause is scenery. The owner is the word the sentence started with, the lighthouse, one building, singular. Now clear the row. A there points at a plural owner, but the boats and the sandbars are just passing through that clause. None of them house a lens. Cross it out. B carries the apostrophe, and an apostrophe there means it is, still houses it is, original lens collapses on contact. Toss it. C, whose, has to introduce a clause or a question, and there is neither here. Drop that one. D is the plain possessive, one building owning one lens. That plain possessive is the winner. D is right because the anchor is the lighthouse, singular. And ownership with no apostrophe is exactly what the possessive of it looks like. Interruptions never get to own anything. Question 3. Check 1. Name the change. Recorded, will record, have recorded, record. Same verb, 4 different times, so the anchor is a time clue. Check 2. Find it. It sits right at the front, since the Riverside Trail reopened. Since is a bridge word. It plants one foot back at the reopening and keeps the other foot in the present because the Rangers are still counting. Underline it. That little word rules the whole sentence. March through the row. A, recorded, is simple past. It walls the counting off in a finished yesterday and the anchor reaches into today. Cross it out. B, will record, points at the future, and the sightings have already happened. That one's gone. D, record, is a bare habit with no starting point, so it ignores the anchor completely. Strike that too. C, have recorded, starts in the past and is still counting, the bridge tense for a bridge word. It earns the check. C is right because since ties a past starting point to the present moment, and the present perfect is the only tense built for that whole span. Find the anchor, and the tense picks itself. Question 4, and the change is almost invisible. Check 1. The word itself never changes, only the apostrophe moves around it. Apostrophe questions answer to 2 anchors, so ask 2 questions. How many owners? The passage is about humpback whales learning from older members of the pod, many animals. And is there real ownership? Yes, the routes belong to those animals. Many owners, real ownership. We need the plural possessive. Now walk the apostrophes. B drops the apostrophe entirely. That is a bare plural parked in front of routes with no claim on them. Cross it out. C tucks the apostrophe before the S, which hands every route to a single whale. Not our story. Toss it. D staples an extra S onto the plural. English never doubles up like that on a regular plural. Off the board. A places the apostrophe after the S, plural first, ownership second. That is the plural possessive, and it is our answer. A is right because both anchor questions pointed the same way, many owners, and the routes belong to them. Plural, first, then possessive. The apostrophe lands after the S. Question 5, the hardest of the day. Check 3 decides this one. Plug it in and read the whole sentence, because this sentence is built to feel finished already. Your ear hears dismissed, hears traced, and decides the verbs are covered. But dismissed belongs to the that clause, that historians once dismissed as a workshop copy, and traced is buried in the interruption about the constellations. Cross both stretches out. What survives? The medieval star atlas. The blank, now among the most closely studied volumes. The subject has no verb at all. So the blank must supply a real one. A being is an in G form, no tense, no engine, and the fragment stays a fragment. Cross it out. B, ranking, has the same flaw in a different coat. That one's gone. C, to rank, is an infinitive, a verb stuck in neutral. Strike it. D, ranks, is the one finite verb in the row, and atlas ranks is singular meaning singular. That verb finishes the sentence. D is right because every other choice leaves the atlas stranded without a main verb. Read it whole. The star atlas ranks among the most closely studied volumes. Subject, verb, done. That is the method. Name the change, match it to its anchor, and read the whole sentence. 10 fresh questions wait in the printable practice test, linked in the pinned comment. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.